Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with a Simpler Stocks free video for May 13th, Friday the 13th, 2016. It's about 12 minutes after the bell. Basically, today was a market that tried to rally after, really, it was funny. I was going to do the video an hour before the close, and I actually told my wife I didn't want to do it because the market completely different an hour later. So I'm glad I didn't do it. This is what the market was all about today. Is basically the market still has these warning signs I've been talking about. ESs, whether it's the ESs or the transports, and we'll get into that in a minute. At the end of the day, the ESs earlier in the day were up about 14, closed only up 50. NASDAQ, which before the opening were up like 28, closed down 17. Russell down 5, pretty muted. Bonds down. You'll see crude oil up a little, gold down. Transports are the big thing in here. Transport's down 110, and we'll get into that in a minute. So this is what I think with the overall market, and we've been talking about this. Is basically in here is the ESs are forming some kind of top. At least it looks that way. Now in QE, this whole thing would be a consolidation, then it would blast upward. Now one thing, when I've gone to sentiment readings, like on StockTwits, and all that, there isn't this overwhelming negative sentiment like before. Those are the type of things that can get the market to, keep going up because you have too many shorts. We don't have that now. Other thing you have in here is the negative of the red MACD line getting over zero. And right out of my MACD class, the blue line is under zero, which is a negative idea. So that's the one thing. On the other hand, if you're trying to short today, and you see the 78-minute chart do this right here at support, get that oversold, you better not short. That's called shorting into the hole, where you short right at the, basically right, at support and oversold. Now take this on a 78, and you can see it also in here, and let me put it on a 5, and this is what I want you to see. It gets oversold on the left, right at support, and gets above its ATR trailing stop. You don't go near shorting it then. There are times to do it. That's not one of them. Where's the great time to short it? And this gets exciting for me. I mean, after 34 years, I still get excited every day about some aspect of the market. Look at the rally in here, and look at the second rally, and look at the negative divergence. Seems to work every time, and then you watch for the cross or a tiny little head and shoulders. And I'm telling you, these things work. Watch this on Google. Same kind of thing in here. Put Google on both terms in here. And check this out. This is what we try to teach on Simpler Stocks all the time. Google, 78-minute chart starting to get oversold. Starts to rally, but what happens? Negative divergence does not mean to short. What it means is it's a warning sign. So look at that, negative divergence, the momentum falling off a cliff on a new high. Key is, though, you don't know if this is going to turn back up. The key is to short on the cross. Right there, 731, you make 3 points out of nowhere. Even put it on a 2-minute. Check this out. The second it broke at 732, that was it. And as you see on here, the negative divergence is even more apparent. Very interesting on that. What do I think of the market now? Overall, I think we still have a lot of danger. Biggest reason is that look at the ESs on the left. Like I said, look at the MACD. Look at the blue and red MACD. Then put in other indexes that either could go up or down and see how they perform today. When the ESs were rallying today, the transports looked horrible all day. Put this up on a daily and look at the writing on the wall. What could happen here if it doesn't hold here? This is just starting to hook down. It's not oversold one bit. And that's a very interesting thing. Notice the last time it was at this level, trying to break down, it was oversold. Notice now it's below that level and it's almost at the zero line. It has enough ammunition to have another breakdown. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Other thing I want you to know just about today trading, when I got on at 9 o'clock today, basically we have a premium chat. I hope everybody knows that. In the premium chat, let me just show you what you get with your subscription. You get the premium videos, which I do a little more in-depth than what you're getting now. I do email alerts where I'll alert out like option, index and futures charts and stock trades and chart ideas. But the other thing you're getting in here is the chat room from 9 to 10. And from 9 to 10 this morning, we were going over how to short WHR. And the exciting thing in here is not only do I show it, and what we were doing in here is basically saying this. We were saying that WHR had a ledge trade. If the market opened up today, maybe WHR would give you the chance to short it on the opening. Because this break becomes resistance. Well, check out this today. Very exciting. We did this live in the room. From 9 to 10 after the opening, we shorted right at 174. Guess what happened after that? Check this out right here. It went from 174 all the way to 170 and a half. You never would have gotten stopped out. It was amazing. So a lot of people made good money on that. We had a number of trades that worked really well today. Just so you know, all these recordings then go into a database that you can access. Check this out. Pre-market chat room recordings. You can go back to all of them and see where I've made a fool of myself. So just so you know, that's a part of your subscription. What else do you get? For $7 for your 30-day trial, you also get this. Tomorrow we're going to do an hour on the close where I'm going to go over unusual options, ATR trailing stop, all sorts of things. A lot of times I get on the last half hour to go over things. This will be a full hour of going over it, trying to really jump on some trades on the close. So I hope you can take advantage of the $7 trial like you see on here for 30 days. Like I said, thousands of people have actually signed up for it, and our retention rate is about the highest in the industry. So everybody take care. I will talk to you tomorrow.